Hey everybody, this is VitPro. This is going to be my very first Let's Play of SpongeBob SquarePants and Battle for Bikini Bottom for GameCube. So I'm going to start up a new game, and we'll get started.
Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a normally peaceful undersea sanctuary. Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. If Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well. With my brand new Duplicatotron 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1 is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw at the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing? Oh, no, wait. Well, I'm your master. I made you. No, oh, my good China.
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you!
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick!
So we put the toy robots in here.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with!
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did!
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wisna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure this'll work?
Sure! Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell, then I said the magic wishing word and shook it, and in the morning I had lots of little cookie crumbs!
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, Spongebob.
Good night, Patrick.
The next morning.
Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Wow! Gary, did you do that?
Alright, so let's get into the game now.
Yeah, Gary, it sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess. Ow! What a fantastic idea! These signs will provide important tips to help me out. How do I read the signs? Oh, okay. Press this button to read the signs. So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I'd better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
Alright, so now we have to explore the rest of SpongeBob's house. So let's get started. Let's first watch this. This is always the funniest.
Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging torrent of robot
So much for fixing this quietly.
Authorities are not sure who is responsible for unleashing the mechanical menaces, but they have assured us that the person is in big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Did I say big trouble? I meant so enormous that it's hard to comprehend trouble. We'll keep you posted as this tragic story unfolds. Tragically, we're sure.
Alright, so this is a game that I grew up with when I was a kid. It came out in the early 2000s, and it's a game that I know pretty much inside and out. This is going to be more of a walkthrough than just a let's play. But yeah, what I just collected were shiny objects. They're basically this game's coins. They're the main collectible. And they have different rarities: red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The red being the most common, least valuable, and the purple being the most valuable and harder to find. So now, let's go over and to this typewriter right here.
Note from Mr. Krabs. And it even smells sweaty, just like him.
Ahoy there, Spongebob! As a faithful crew member of the Krusty Krab, you've been, promoted to head shiny object collector.
Wow! A promotion!
That's right, a promotion! So what this here new job entails is you collecting all these shiny objects that the robots are leaving behind and bringing them to me. Now stop seahorsing around and get busy collecting.
Now you'll notice that actually wasn't Mr. Krabs' voice from the show, if you're a fan of the source material. There's a lot of weird contracting stuff going on with that, and there are some sound-alikes. Most of them are played by the original characters, like you can tell Spongebob is still Tom Kenny. But now we will pay 10 shiny objects to get into the next room. It's basically telling you that you can double jump to get to higher places. There are 2 shiny objects here, and this is a pair of SpongeBob's underwear. SpongeBob will lose a pair of underwear every time he gets hit by an object or touches dangerous objects or surfaces, like this. And once SpongeBob has lost all his underwear, he must start the area over again. SpongeBob may get underwear he has lost by collecting additional pairs along the way. SpongeBob starts out by wearing 3 pairs of underwear, but there are special pairs of golden underwear hidden in Bikini Bottom, which, if found, will allow SpongeBob to wear more than 3 pairs at a time. SpongeBob can see how many pairs of underwear he has on by pressing the Z button. Alright, so we'll move on to the next area.
This is where I keep all my old comic books.
This is basically just teaching you the HUD and the controls. So Z is basically your status screen. It'll show you all of the stuff that you have. B is something I don't think we haven't done this yet. This will basically let you spin. That's your spin attack. You can jump and spin as well. If you do press X while you're in the air, you will do a bounce attack, which will be useful to hit these kinds of buttons right here and some enemies later. And then the Y is a bubble bash. Basically, it's a super high jump. You don't really have much horizontal control while you do that, but it is still considered an attack, and it will hurt stuff that's above you. And then the start button is your pause menu. So we're gonna go around the room and collect what we can collect. You can hit this button and have these blocks of shiny objects fall down. And we can destroy these tikis, and they will each give us 2 shiny objects. As you saw before, there was a combo. If you hit 3 or more tikis, then it will give you a combo, which will give you extra shiny objects. So I can ground pound here. I can get a bunch of shiny objects here. I can go collect this one. But then under here, this symbol will mean that you can do a bubble bash and you'll hit a button. So it drops this ball, we can push around. And then I can hit that button while I was in the air. And then we'll be introduced to our first major collectible of the game. By coming up here, we get a sock. We'll be introduced to what these are actually for later. And by that I mean pretty soon. So I'm gonna come in here. This is a golden spatula. This is the completion collectible. there are 100 golden spatulas in the game, so one golden spatula means you've completed 1% of the game. And I think it's hard to really avoid now after you just saw that. I am playing on the Dolphin emulator. I do own a legitimate copy of the game, but this is my easiest way of recording. If I could hook up my GameCube to my computer and record it that way, I would. I just don't have the resources right now.
There's nothing like the sound of your own neighborhood.
Go away, Spongebob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things. They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bend all my forks.
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
You've got a deal.
Alright. So I guess Plankton's trying to take advantage of us. We both think that we were the ones who brought these robots into Bikini Bottom. So let's talk to Mr. Krabs here.
Bob, this flapping robot crisis is making the Krusty Krab lose money like a sinking ship. No money means no more Krusty Krab. No more Krusty Krab means no more fry cooking for you.
No more fry cooking?
But because you're gullible, I'm gonna help you out. And of course make a small profit in return. I've got a few golden spatulas that I'll be willing to trade to you for some of those shiny objects.
You will?
Of course. What are employers for? Besides, them shiny objects is worth lots of money. Your treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy. Do you think I've got bilge water on the brain? I ain't running a charity here. Come back when you've got enough shiny objects to trade.
Alright, so for every well, it starts out at 3,000. In the pause menu, you can actually see all of the golden spatulas that you can collect, including areas we haven't been to yet. First one is 3,000. Next one is like I think 3,500, and so on. It just adds more. But you can get up to 8 golden spatulas from him. All right, let's go talk to Bubble Buddy.
SpongeBob, I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand.
Bubble Buddy.
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat a giant monkey man.
But all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we?
Something about new bubble moves.
Right! Press this button, and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out!
Alright, so he's explaining something that we learned about before. Just press Y, and you'll launch yourself up in the air. So, now you see another sock right by Patrick. Think he'll explain something about it?
Patrick, nice sock.
What sock?
The one you're standing on.
Oh, that one. It's lost.
Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks?
Well, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back.
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for?
Okay then. For every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster.
You mean spatula?
Bless you.
Another find for Patrick.
Alright. So now we know that if we get 10, we can trade them in for a golden spatula. So now we can actually head into these houses. I'm going to head into Patrick's Rock. And collect some shiny objects in here. And if I break his bed, I got a sock. You realize he actually has one in his house the whole time. But also, I don't think people usually want to tear apart their furniture. I know I've had to tear apart my couch to get my phone before, but that wasn't fun. Wouldn't want to do that again. Now we can head into Squidward's house.
Those stupid robots ruined a perfectly relaxing mud bath this morning, and now you show up. Can my day get any more dreary?
I am so sorry, Squidward. Patrick and I were just playing a game and...
Oh, I correct myself. I should have known that whole robot problem involved both of you.
Squidward, I don't know what to do. How can I fix everything?
Why don't you move to another town? That should help out more than enough. Move to another town. Cut me up. But seriously, just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile.
Alright, so... Well, he said jump around, but also you want to destroy as much stuff in his house as you can. Including that painting. You can put a mustache on it. And if you do that, you will get a sock. But he still did tell you to jump around, so let's do that. Let's just annoy him.
Okay, just stop jumping, will you? If you take this golden spatula, will you please go away?
See, Squidward? I knew that you could help me out. You're the best.
Don't touch me.
Alright, so we got golden spatula number 2. Yes. And then we'll do one more thing and we'll call an episode. Let's head back out. And now we will head over here. First, can't help myself, especially early in the game we don't have a lot of shiny objects. Can't help myself. But we push that button, we get these couple platforms between Squidward's house and Spongebob's house. And then press this button over by Patrick's rock. And we get another one. I can usually make that jump without having to ride this thing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to start over. This is actually kind of embarrassing now. Just wait for it to end on its own, and I'll try again. Alright, let's try this again.
Sometimes pushing a single button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
So that's a pair of golden underwear that I mentioned before. So now I have 4 health instead of 3, and I got golden spatula number 3. We're now 3% done with the game, and that's all. That's gonna be all for this episode. So if you would like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Until next time, thank you very much for watching.